Hey, Star Wars action figure collectors, this is Darth Phoenix 619 coming at you with another review. And this time I have part 2 of my 30th anniversary collection comic pack Crimson Empire. And this time we have Kir Kanos, our anti-hero. And very similar to Carner Jackson. We'll get into the differences in a second, and we'll do a little side-by-side also in this video. So please check out the previous vid if you want to get the complete review on Carner Jax. So once again, I do not have the packaging, but I do have the comic that is included with the comic pack. This isn't the actual one. That's the one you get in the comic pack as a reprint, of course, but this is the first run. And just as I mentioned in the other video, great story. Definitely check out Crimson Empire if you have not done so. Excellent writing, good plot, art is decent, so definitely a huge recommend from me. You know, I've read a lot of Star Wars comics, and Crimson Empire is definitely one of my favorites. So here is our Kir Kanos, which I tend to display like this, holding it down like that, but it tends to fall out of his hand, so very loose. Same weapon you get with Carner Jax. So you've got the silver paint taps there, give it a nice metallic look, and you've got the nice paint taps and intricate detail on the handle. Looks really good, almost got kind of a gold color. So there you go. And he also gets a pistol. Now he's holding it in his hand. I still have the elastic on there. And basically the same as the one that you get once again with Carner Jackson. You've seen this pistol many times. Okay. You have some reused parts from the 2005 Revenge of the Sith Royal Guard with a new torso, new head sculpt, and I think a couple of other new parts. Now, of course, for Kir Kanos, we have some red on his chest and boots and arms, unlike Carner Jax, which was black. And then the clothing part of him is black. Got the same belt, some nice little details on there. Okay, and there's the back. And once again, the chest pieces and the armor pieces have a nice gloss finish to them. Makes the figure really shine. The helmet looks like your standard Royal Guard helmet, all red, with which looks like a translucent piece here on the visor, but it is not. Okay. Really liking the look of this guy. I'm not quite sure which one's my favorite of the two. And then you get the red soft goods cape. So, good size, very decent size. And the helmet is removable, and of course the helmet is a softer plastic, so that really fits nicely. And I kind of do like the head sculpt on this guy a little bit better, because you know he has a scar, and you know we get that scar on the facial sculpt, which it's good. You know, it's kind of a little bit extreme, but you know the paint seems to work on this guy pretty well. You know, it's kind of a fresh wound, so you get to see the red on there. There's some paint blotches, unfortunately, but not that big of a deal. The hair is a good mold. I'm just not a big fan of just how they kind of, you know, on certain spots it's mostly a darker brown, but on certain spots you see it's lighter. I just don't think that really worked out well. But overall, I do like this facial sculpt a little bit more, and it kind of resembles the character more in the comic book too. Okay, and his cape seems to go on a little bit nicer around his neck, unlike Jax. So there you go. Does look really good though with that helmet on. Articulation, we have a ball joint head, ball hinge shoulders. We have swivel on the elbow, swivel on the forearm, and you notice here on his gauntlet, it's a different color from this one. It's a nice detail on that, actually. Just noticed that. Looks pretty cool. Let's get a closer look at that. Okay, so that's pretty nice. Just noticed that now. Anyways, back to articulation. No waist articulation, unfortunately. We have swivel hips, we have ball hinge knees, and no articulation in the ankles. So, you know, once again, really would have liked a waist swivel there. That would have been an nice extra touch. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring out his rival, Mr. Carner Jackson. As you can see, very much kind of a yin and yang sort of thing going on, where Carner Jax has black armor pieces Kir Kanos has red, and you know, you can see in the boots and just, but you know, same sculpt, same likeness. That black of a Carter Jacks really messes up my lighting. I'm noticing. So, but they look great together. You can really get some cool poses. You can try to reenact that pose on the cover. But they do look great together. And wonderful, wonderful comic pack. Highly recommend it. This guy also tends to go for about $15 to $20 loose. The comic pack itself tends to average around $35 or $40. So, you know, kind of look around. I think they're both worth getting. So, really think you can't really have one without the other. You know, it's one of the more decent priced comic packs, that's for sure. You know, I've seen it for $30, I've seen it for $25 at times. So, highly recommend it, in my opinion. So there you guys have it. Hope you've enjoyed this review, and until next time, may the Force be with you.